On Friday, the Azam Uganda Premier League witnessed arguably the game of the season between title-chasing rivals Vipers and KCCA. The match that ended 3-2 in favour of Vipers was played before one of the biggest crowds of the season and thrilled the thousands of fans who made their way to St. Mary's Stadium in Kitende. In many ways, the match was a throwback to the good old days when the Ugandan league was watched by tens of thousands in the 70s and 80s. At St. Mary's Stadium, Vipers and KCCA fans filled the rafters and chanted themselves hoarse. The fanfare around the stadium was befitting of a potential title decider. In a game of high stakes, the fans of either side were at their best behavior and they cheered their sides in the true spirit of the beautiful game. When the game was over, Vipers players and fans celebrated their massive victory while KCCA players and fans took the defeat on the chin. In the end, the biggest winners were not exactly Vipers or their fans but the league. Football in most countries is defined by the organization and competitiveness of the league. To that effect, Ugandan football is on the right track. This year's league is one of the most competitive in years with SC Villa, Vipers and KCCA all in contention with a handful of games to end the season. At the bottom, a cluster of 10 clubs are involved in the mother of a relegation battle and twists and turns continue with every round played. Off the field, sponsors have continued to be attracted to clubs and the numbers should grow in the 2018-19 season. It is true that there are still gaps to plug, including political differences and one or two clubs operating amateurishly in the new environment, but the forward steps made are to be embraced. The coverage of the game in the various media platforms, including social media, has increasingly become skewed towards the Ugandan league as opposed to European football in a development that can only grow numbers in the terraces. The statistical compilation of data and its analysis is a trend being embraced by league stakeholders who have acknowledged that the growth of the league can only happen through collective thinking and not an individualistic methodology. What is important now is for FIFA, the clubs, and league management not to rest on their laurels. A lot has been achieved, but likewise there is a lot more to be done. In the long term, a stronger league will translate into a formidable national team, which is the wish and prayer of every Ugandan. Our commitment to you pledge, to be accurate and fair in all we do, to be respectful to all in our pursuit of the truth, to refuse to accept any compensation beyond that provided by Monitor Publications Limited, for what we do in our news gathering and decision-making. Further, we ask that we be informed whenever you feel that we have fallen short in our attempt to keep these commitments. Editorial at ug.nationmedia.com